Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Brawlin' with Brett. It is Friday, and we are on day 3 of Questing Beast. We are undefeated right now, so we're going to go into our next games with that. So I'll show you the deck real quick. By the way, thanks for tuning in here on TCG University. Like, subscribe, please check out the Patreon. We do appreciate it. The quick rundown of the deck, if you want the complete one where I talk about the new cards, that's going to be in video 1 of this series that came out on Monday. So, go ahead and check that out if you haven't seen Monday and Wednesday. We are 5-0 right now, undefeated. And we're going to hopefully keep that going to the end, see if we can have an undefeated week here. We've got a couple new cards here. Saw Nylea last game, which was real nice and kind of helped us get there, take care of it. So that's the deck. If you want the detailed rundown, again, check out Monday's video. Let's get in. I'm excited. We have seen some nice varied decks. We haven't run into a ton of duplicates, and we haven't run into any 5-color Niv Mizzet or Golos. So even though I feel like we have some better options to deal with Golos, I am not going to complain to see less of those cards. So 3 land, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and some nice 4-drops. Oh, this one's real hard, to be totally honest. I want to really make sure we get that Questing Beast. We're going to take a free mulligan. Okay, not wildly different, but I feel like we have better early drops with this hand, so once upon a time. We do have the Coral Harpooner still, luckily. We had that in both hands. So if we see the turn 1 or turn 2 Goose, we get to bonk the honk. Pelt Collector comes down, which is one of my favorite opens in this deck. This card is absolutely nuts and is a standard all-star. Okay, so we're just going to bring the Nessian Hornbeetle in. And Bastion for 2. And let's see what, depending what they've got. Now, see if Kiora comes down. Kiora came down. We can't kill Kiora. Kiora's also got a weird voice. I'm just sitting here being, I don't know, it's not really my place to sit here and judge Planeswalker voices, but, it's just more and more not what I expect. So, do we bash in for 5, bring him to 19, or do we bring Kiora down to 2? So Kiora only goes down. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring 3 into Kiora, 2 here, and then when Questing Beast comes down next turn, we get to finish Kiora off with Questing Beast. So bringing her to 2 wouldn't have been particularly useful. Now, I suppose there's multiple things. Oh, geez, goodness gracious. Okay. Wow. People going fast, which I mean, it's not the best for you guys watching at home, but I don't begrudge anyone for scooping early. You are spending your free time on a game you love. If you have a game happening that you don't feel like you have a good chance of winning, this might be our same opponent. Another Kiora. And the name Ice 9, that is a Vonnegut reference, so I don't remember what sleeves our opponent had. I think they had different sleeves. This is a great opening hand. This is an incredible opening hand. Let's see if we can get a good, a longer Kiora game in. I don't begrudge, as I was saying, I don't begrudge them for leaving, but let's hopefully have a nice, good game so you viewers at home can enjoy that. The Paradise Druid comes down. So we could Yorvo here, but I think we just Incubation. It's one of those kind of awkward things where Gilded Goose, while it does get the turn 3 Questing Beast, it doesn't, Gilded Goose plus other mana dorks doesn't, like, ramp Questing Beast out faster. Now, if we draw Nissa, Nissa comes down turn 3 because you always play turn 3 Nissa. But we get to, this feels really good. This is just a nice matchup against this deck, to be honest. So they tapped out for their commander. We're not going to attack with the Goose. And we get to bring their commander to almost dead. For just for nothing, just for free, just for totally free. So we get to Ugin next turn, too, which is sweet. Or we could, well, yeah, Nylea does not make Yorvo any cheaper. Oh, that's a big creature. That's a big creature. But that's okay. Doesn't matter how big that creature is, because we're just gonna destroy it. So, boom, that's gone. Questing Beast goes in. And bye-bye, Kiora. So that was Bioence's Hydra. That is not one we see a ton, but that's a nice little pairing up. So it enters the battlefield with extra counters per loyalty on Planeswalkers. And then when you put loyalty counters on a Planeswalker, you get counters on the Hydra. So it's a cool card. But we just happened to have a nice rampy, what was that, turn 4 Ugin? Jeez. Oh, their own questing beasts. So we are going to trade questing beasts here. 100%, because we want to keep Ugin alive, and we have the mana to just, we might have the mana to bring the questing beast right back out. We don't, but that's okay. I feel like we just, yeah, we bring Nylea in. We'll play Paradise Druid for 1, and we'll tick up Ugin. No good attacks here, but, we should have the mana to get Questing Beast back in, which will... Oh, that's... Oh. So I don't know who... Okay, we lost Ugin, which... That seems like a super questionable play. Because that could have taken the Nylea, which they're in green. Instead, they took our Ugin, which answers our Ugin, but... We just... You're making me kill my own Ugin, which, my boy... Look what they've done to my boy. But they really just played a 7-drop to get a 2/2 and draw a card. I suppose we didn't need to tack our 2/2 in there, but we get to draw Vivian, so it's not all bad. So, there's all that. We bash in. We shoot our own Ugin. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Ugin. Not like this. And, we can just flash in the Preserver whenever we want. So we're going to pass the turn. And we are in a very nice position here. Our opponent's playing blue, so there's all sorts of cruel, mean things they could do to our nice, stompy creatures. But we're just going to hope they don't, and we're just going to keep swinging for the fensive. I was super cold on Nylea. I thought she was fine. I didn't think she was that impressive, but she's a great mana sink, and I'm playing her in Standard. She really plays well with some of these other great creatures. So the dream is Nylea plus Great Henge. Ooh, Nissa, that's good. And then... in Standard, there's the, oh gosh, there's the 2/2 that you can adapt for 3, and then when you adapt it, you go get to, you get to go get another 2/2 of the same one. But if you have the Henge down, it's just nasty, because when you play it, the Henge gets the counter, and Nylea makes it cost 1. So for 4 mana, you can put you can put 12 power on the board, and you're drawing cards the whole time. It's sweet. It's awesome. So we're going to Mammoth here. And we're going to fight the crap out of our opponent's board. So Mammoth comes down, kills the island. Oh, Dreamy, okay, interesting. They're going to bounce the Mammoth, probably. They're putting up a hell of a fight. At least we're getting a good game here. I still feel like we're in a pretty decent position, although Nissa is a bad and scary thing. That we need to deal with. It's got to be the Mammoth, right? It's got to be. They've got to target the Mammoth. Just got to buy themselves a turn. Yeah, okay. So the Mammoth. So now the question is, do we pay 1? Yeah, I think we pay 1 because we need to have some 3-power creatures. So we're going to take the action. X is 1. Going to pay there. Turn the Preserver into a 3/3. And then that is going to get sent here, and we really need to prioritize killing that Nissa. So Questing Beast goes face, because Questing Beast always goes face. Yep. They have to bring the Dream Eater Sphinx there. And we are going to chip Nissa down a little bit. Command Zone, good old Questy B. And we're in a decent situation here still. Ooh, golly. They're playing a lot of good cards, though. It is absolutely imperative that we take control of this board. Let's see. We've got... Oof, okay. That Nissa is just a nightmare scenario for us at the moment. 5, 6, 7. So we're probably going to just come down and kill 2 of their creatures. Get their board really, really clear up, and then make sure Nissa's dead, because we can't let them have all this stuff. We also just need to kill them. Gosh, another land. That is bad for us. We're probably just going to have to... We might just trade the Thorn... Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. This sucks. Okay, if they come back, I'm going to be a sad panda. If we lose our... one of our last games here. Not Yorva. Oh, wrong click. So, yeah, we gotta bring the Mammoth in. So, we're gonna fight the 5/5. And then we can keep the Mammoth, or we can take out... So, if we take out the Age of Treachery, it enables us to clean up their board a little bit. So we don't need to get to attack with 9 power, though. We can finish the Nissa off, so we've got to do this. So we're going to fight the Agent. We don't have any extra mana to dump into that. So now we are going to kill Nissa, which is just mandatory at this point. And... trying to decide if we go into Kiora. I think we'd bring in damage there. So Nissa's dead. We couldn't take Kiora out. We need to kill our opponent. We have many ways to do that, but our opponent is going to be drawing a lot of cards with both Kiora and the Great Henge. Holy moly. It's not shocking that our opponent is playing such great cards, because they did get to dig down with Drawn from Dreams. And just that's the power, as we've seen it on my side of the board, of untapping with Nissa. We did everything we could to kill Nissa, and we weren't able to do it until there. And look where we are left. I mean, we certainly aren't doomed, but not where I want to be. That is for certain. And the Cavalier of Gales being a 6/6 is rough. For sure, because we can't get the kill with Nylea easily. Oh my gosh. That is really rampy. Oh boy, this is getting good. I think at this point, I think they probably have advantage on us here, just because of how, I mean, we've got a lot of huge creatures. They have more power on the board now than we do. Oh my gosh. And the Spark double coming in probably as a Cavalier. Draw 2 cards. Holy moly, our opponent got back. I think we're losing this one. Now, let's see what we draw. But this is, oh my gosh, this is quick. This got out of hand so fast. Viewer? Okay, we got the land. We can 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we can kill a Cavalier. I think we need to. So it's going to be X is 7. Fight the 7/7. Oh. Gonna pay 0. Didn't mean to do that there. Okay. One of the Cavaliers is dead, but they gotta shuffle the library. Oh, that's nice. The trigger affects the that's cool. Gosh, Cavalier's a neat card. I love the Cavaliers. I'm so happy to see all these Cavaliers seeing play. Yeah, we don't have a good attack here. They've got a 6/6. We gotta wait and have our opponent draw a million more cards. Gosh. If we get our +3/+3 and Trample Vigilance Mammoth, we might have a chance here to get him. But they've got a lot of power to block with, and they have a ton of mana, and they're going to draw 2 cards every time they play a creature. And they also, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they just kill us right here. They've drawn a ton of cards, and I think they'd be crazy not to be running the Trample Mammoth, whose name I can't remember whatsoever. Which you'd think I'd remember it by now, because it's a cornerstone of this deck. Holy crap, yep, okay. Mass Manipulation for 1 million. Gotta give him a good game, though. Good game. Give him a nice. And we are just going to concede that one. So, our undefeated streak ends, sadly, but such is life. However, we have time for one more game. So we're going to get in. And even if we go, what, we're around, that was game 7, I think? So we're 6-1 right now. If we can go 7-1, I think that's still a pretty good record. And yeah, that was a cool deck, and I haven't seen a ton of Kiora, so it was cool to see that go off. Oh, and Golos. Oh, I thought I had you all safe from the Golos mirror. So okay, I mulligan pretty aggressively for our Field of Ruin. We don't have it, and I don't feel like going. Oh, I don't feel like going to 6 cards. We're gonna keep this just because we've got a Pelt Collector and a 2-drop. It's still in the deck. Hopefully we do okay on drawing lands. This is a little bit of an iffy keep, but we have a nice 3-drop. Crap. Okay. We're gonna need to go fast here. We're gonna need to go really fast because we are off on land. Although 6 power on board is not terrible, and these decks are sometimes a little dirtily. Although that is probably their best case scenario on the 3-drop. Boy, Pt.3 is a ridiculous tempo swing. Okay, that's all right though. So we're gonna crash in. We do not let our opponent keep Pt.3. We do not do that. And we're gonna put Vivian down. So we're gonna minus Vivian, and oh, that's disappointing. So only creatures are gonna help us. Guess it doesn't really matter here. So that card's just gonna get exiled. Our opponent doesn't know that we whiffed on that. Ooh, shocking themselves twice. That's a pretty dangerous thing to do. I'll be totally honest. Now they're gonna be able to get their dumb Field of Ruin thing going next turn here, but if we try and top deck a land and crash in for 8. Yeah, I can do math. Then we, oh, shoot! Shoot, okay. Although, we have Once Upon a Time here. Okay, so we were hoping... 3 or more. Okay, yeah, we can get the Gingerbread Cabin. Hoping for the Field of Ruin. We didn't get it, but that's okay. So we put the Gingerbread Cabin down. Comes into play untapped. Pelt Collector. We're going to take action, and we're going to pump that there. And then, I guess we'll give that Vigilance. I don't think it's going to matter a ton, but we want to tick Vivian up. So, Golos into Field of Ruin is going to be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, oh wow, okay, Planar Cleansing, which I find somewhat questionable. Let's tackle. Oh, okay, they got that. The gain land was really nice for them there. That puts them off a turn 2 clock unless we draw Forest. Well, I mean they're going to do something here. Cavalier of Thorns. Wow. Okay. Little surprising, but I don't think a bad play. Okay, that's really nice. Oh, gosh. We don't want to let them get one of these things back at all. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to haste this thing. We bash in. They have to block the Shifting Ceratops, so we got to keep questing Beast. Ugh. It seems weird that I'm nervous and on edge when our opponent is literally at 1 life. But I'm nervous and on edge. I am viewer, faithful viewer. There are several things that would be, oh, interesting. They've got to have a follow-up burn spell there. Oh, they're just gaining the life. So we're going to do no blocks here. And I'm assuming Golos has got to be coming down. Trading the questing beast there lets them get whatever they want back. Oh, okay. This is kind of interesting. This is actually like a good Golos game where they're not just jamming Field of Ruin. Now, I'm assuming they're still running Field of Ruin, but perhaps, excuse me, Field of the Dead. Yeah, perhaps they're still running Field of the Dead, but perhaps Field of Ruin has kind of pushed that off a little bit. Okay. Trying to think of what our options here are. Because so we bash in, and then we play Nylea, who is going to be very easy to get Devotion on next turn, and is going to make all our other creatures cheaper. So we can come in and fight with a Wicked Wolf, and maybe, just maybe, steal a win next turn. So Omnith, okay. Pretty decent, but not the end of the world. We're still in a decent spot. Our board state exists. Oh gosh, and yeah, Omnith, when you have 8 lands, gets you more cards. And Garruk, ooh, shoot. Garruk is, yeah, I was gonna say probably gonna just eat the questing beast. Ugh.
Try not to lose your head out here.
Where are, oh, our food, which would be super handy right now. Okay, this is doable, but we are gonna, we need to, gameplay, auto-order triggered abilities needs to go off here. This is a very particular sequence we're gonna do. So first Renata comes down. Then Wicked Wolf comes down. Oh, okay, target up to one creature we don't control. There we go! Ha ha! Got him! Whew! That was close! That was really close! Okay. Oh, this has been a good week. I love Questing Beast. It's probably my favorite Brawl commander. I probably recorded more Questing Beast than anybody else, but that's just because I love Questing Beast so much. So let's while I've got you here, we got a little tiny bit more. Let's see what we open from our Theros pack. Just as a nice little, it's fun to open packs. Thassa's Intervention, that's not a bad card. Sure, we can find a place for that in some Brawl deck. So, thanks so much for tuning in this week. This was a good one. Only one loss, so, oh gosh, what was it? 3 games, 2 games, so 5, and then 3 here, 8. So I think we went 7-1, which is really good. So Questing Beast, I think if you want to be playing a fast, aggressive, strong Brawl deck, I think you could do a lot worse than Questing Beast. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you want to catch more of me, I'm on NTG Study Hall. We got all sorts of other cool stuff here on TCG University. Patreon, that's the big one. $1, you get to see all sorts of extra content and other content early. Thanks for watching, viewer. I appreciate you. Have a good one.